John Chow here from johnchow.com. Welcome to Driving with John Chow. As you can see, I'm in the Tesla today instead of the Jag because, well, it's overcast, cloudy, and only 65 degrees, so not exactly top-down driving day. So I'm taking the Tesla to lunch instead of the convertible. Anyway, I want to expand on my last driving episode where I talk about not waiting for everything to be perfect before you make money online. I want to expand on that. You see, I can understand why people want everything to be perfect before you start, but as I talked about last time, if you wait for everything to be perfect, you're never going to start. And one of the biggest obstacle of people trying to be perfect is that they're trying to learn how to do this stuff, and they're learning and they're learning and they're learning. So they're reading my blog, they're reading other people's blog, they're taking seminars, going to workshop, and doing all this stuff so they can learn everything they can possibly learn before they start making money online, because they figure knowledge is power. A lot of people tell you that knowledge is power. The more you learn, the better it is. But I'm going to tell you that the more you learn, it can actually be bad, because what will happen is that I see this, and I see this a lot. I see this all the time. People start out, they're excited, they want to learn, but then they're taking this course, that course, and after a while, what happens? They get information overload, and they get bombarded with so much information because there were just so many ways to make money online, and they're trying to learn everything. So what happens is they can't take it. There's too much stuff, and it just freezes them. It just freezes them because they want to do it. They don't. Oh, should I do this or that? This or that? This or that? And now information overload. Boom. Instead of actually starting, they just get stumped because they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to proceed. They don't know what to do. Right. So my advice is this: stop learning. I mean, it sounds counterproductive, but really, most of you, the majority of you here, already know what you need to do. I mean, if you want to make money by blogging, what do you need to do? You start a blog. It is that simple. You start a blog. You go to HostGator, you sign up for a web hosting plan, you install and you set up WordPress, and you write your first blog post. That is it. There is nothing else. I mean, and until you actually do what I just said, set up the blog, write your first blog post, learning about all this other stuff is not required. It is not required for you to do that. So, basically, what is the first thing you got to do? You want to make money by blogging, you start the blog. You want to make money you want to make money on mobile, what's the first thing you need to do? Follow the 21 steps. I mean, all this other stuff that that's way out there, where you talk about tweaking and programming, all that kind of stuff. You can learn those stuff along the way. Just take the first step. So instead of trying to learn everything, and that's not going to happen. I mean, you try to learn everything, you're going to end up with information overload, and then you're just going to end up frozen. Just learn the first couple of steps, and then the key point here: do those steps, and then learn the next step, and then do those steps. So instead of trying to, learn everything, and then I'll do it, I'll be perfect, and then I'll do it. What's the first step? Do that step. And after you do that step, what's the second step? Then do that step. If you do that, you will be so much further ahead than a person who's just studying every single day. And the reason, a lot of people think that learning is doing. It's not. Learning is just learning. I mean, just learning it. But if you don't apply what you learn by simply not doing it, if you don't apply what you learn, then really you're not doing it. Right? So, and in this business, you actually have to do it. I mean, it's great to learn it, but if you don't do it, then what's the point? I mean, you're basically just, it's like studying academia, I suppose. It's great to learn it, but if you don't actually go out there and actually become what it is you want to learn, like you go to school to be an accountant, and you study how many years it takes, and then you graduate, and then you say, and then you go off and do some other something else. Then what was the purpose of learning it, right? Right. So same thing here. You want to make money online, you learn to make money online, great and all, but if you don't actually do what you learn, then what's the point? What is the point? You're not gonna make any money. Oh, sure, you're gonna have great knowledge and stuff. You can tell someone how to make money online. You can tell them this and tell them that, and show all your fantastic knowledge. But if you haven't done it yourself, then what's the point? What's the point there, right? So learn, great, but apply what you learn. And instead of trying to learn everything before you apply it, learn the first step, do the first step, learn the second step, do the second step, and so forth and so forth. And that is when you start to make real progress, and that's when you start to see things will happen to you, and you're gonna see the money will start to come in. All right. So hope that helps you guys. Give me a thumbs up, welcome your feedback, like my video, share it, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.